You said Diddy asked somebody if would they do something for $1 million. Can you
I ain't gonna say no
take
names,
us
right?
through that?
I'm just gonna say somebody said, you mean that's what Puff asked them. Puff said, like, yo, would you suck a dick for $1 million? And I was like, well, what you say? Like, I mean, so this was like 20-some years ago. But that don't mean that Puff did all the shit that they saying he did, though. But all that means is that he a freaky boy. He a freaky boy, probably. And nobody's been telling him no. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's. See, my thing is this. If I got 800 million and I'm in the hood, imagine the things I can do and get away with. I could change people's lives. Girls just got a good job. Oh, you got a good job? I'm gonna mess with you. You got 800 million, bro. You can do anything. And you know the saying, absolute power corrupts absolute. You got power over everything. You can do anything you want. It's like you're like a Roman emperor. You can do anything. So you start taking it too far. Nobody's there to tell you no. I mean, that's why you need real friends to tell you no. I mean, shout out to De Niro 2K, man, because like we argue all the time. He always want to go against whatever I say, so we argue on the phone all the time. But that's the kind of people you need in your life that could say, no, that shit you saying ain't right. Even if you don't agree with it. I mean, but my thing is this: like Puff had money for so long, like the stuff Cassie's saying. Cassie is a dime. Like she a girl that 9 doesn't want to mess with. So you mess with Puffy for he's 20 years older than you because he got money. All right, you say you did it. And you really, so like, I don't want to hear you complain about it. You was grown. You did not know, was it right or wrong? It was wrong. But you did it. So don't come crying about it later. Like, what you should have did was like, listen, Puff, I'm going to do all this shit for you, right? But I need 30 million. I mean, give me 30 million, make sure I'm straight. Then you ain't got to go to court and all that shit. Just tell them what you want and then you do it. And then, I mean, because my thing is this, a strong girl, because I know some girls could be corrupted. They're young, you got money. I mean, you could flip the game on them. But at the same time, as a woman, at some point, you got to say, like, listen, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for money. I mean, so like, I think you're doing something wrong to a woman is wrong. But at the same time, she had a choice.
Hey, look, not 24 hours later, they settled.
Because Puff ain't want that shit to come out. He didn't want that shit to come out. Yo, did you see that interview, right? It's a guy. He shot up a hotel lobby with Donald Trump was there, like 8 years ago. He got a interrogation. He in the police station. They taped it. He talking about Puff Cassie. It's 8 years ago. 15 times. I'm like, at the time, everybody like out of here. Like, you know what I mean? But now it's like, whoa. He said this 8 years ago. Like, so mind you, my thing is this: if I got a bitch, I don't want no anyway. So what is that?
Facts.
I don't even understand that part. That's the problem. Then so when y'all, what you doing? Like, so that whole shit is out of my understanding. You know what I mean? So like, that's probably why I don't want it to be true. Cause I'm like, I don't want to, no, I was looking up doing shit like that. Like, cause like, bro, you got mind you, this guy, he's a white guy. He was a porn star white guy. I mean, mind you, he sounds intelligent and the shit he's saying is exactly what they're saying now. Which still don't make it true though. You know what I mean? Cause things could point all your way and it don't be true. Cause I know it's 20 times I was in jail, like, and I ain't like, oh, you did it. That's the type of shit you do. You know what I mean? But I really ain't do it. So like, I don't really say what somebody did or not, because it could not be true, even if all the evidence looked like you did it. You know what I mean? But something had to happen. I mean, but all it takes is one hater to start a story. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if the story has no legs, it's gonna die out soon. Like Bean said, I remember Bean said I was a gay. I said that. I said, go get the person who said it. I tracked down every block because I cared about proving him wrong. I wanted to know if somebody was saying this. You said this. You said it. Oh no, Bean said it. I said, oh, all right. I'm just saying, no, me and Bean's cool. I'm just saying, like this is what happened. All right. My thing is this.
What's good, y'all? This OB Media. Oskino goes crazy and he goes off Diddy. He said that Diddy been rich for so long, he doing a lot of diabolical stuff. This ninja was really out of control. He was getting guys to bang Cassie while he's in the corner masturbating and telling the guys what to do, directing this shit like it's a movie. Man, Diddy been a freak for so long, and Cassie wanted to be around Diddy because she wanted to be a star. Diddy can give her opportunities. She was with Diddy because of money. She wanted to be a freak, man. Diddy never forced her to do all of those shit that she was doing. But what Diddy did her in that hotel lobby, that was some real sucker shit. And we had to talk about that shit, man. That shit was not right. But Cassie was a freak for a long time. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
If I was gay, I'd tell everybody, I'd just be a gay. Everybody's gay, you know what I mean? But my thing is this: when you start slandering somebody's name, and it's not true, it kind of make you infuriated. Like I mean, because like you saying I'm gay to try to play me. You know what I mean? Like it ain't like you saying it because like you mean like because if I was really gay, I mean you set it up like okay, I'm gay. Like I'm gay, and that's like me saying you are you white? Like if you, that's a bit that'd be you really just explaining what I am. But when you're not gay, like, that's like me saying you a bum. I'm not a bum. Like I mean, like it's like you just lying, you just making up anything. You know what I mean? So what they said about Meek, I don't like it because this shit is evil. This shit everywhere. Every time I go on the internet, I see this Puerto Rican guy just walking down the street, like this gay guy, just like Meek Mill's. Hey, handsome, I love you. Come on. I'm like, see this. It make me mad because you ever have a little brother, right, or a family member that get on your nerve and you want to smack the shit out of him, right? You want to, but if somebody else do something to him, you like you don't like it. That's how it is. Like I'm like, yo, I don't like that shit because. Warranted. Okay, he did some nut shit and it's like he ain't no but that don't give somebody the right to be saying this shit about him if it's not true, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Look, our last interview, you got a lot of flack, especially on the Jay-Z part. Like a lot of people felt like, you know, nobody owes you anything of this sort, and
I hear it all the time,
and things of that such. But because you said he saved your life, and then 2 minutes later, you said that he didn't help nobody. So they're like, which one is it?
Let me tell you this much. If I say I save your life, right? I save your life, give you some money because you the wrong hell. Now, as years go by, you growing up, right? Sister that's 8 years old. Should you still respect me?
No.
If you saved my life because at the time I didn't know my worth. You know what I mean? Mind you, at the same time, if you stole somebody's music, if you took somebody's music and took somebody's lyrics and did shit like that, I feel like you owe them. And my thing is this: just because I said it don't mean it's actually stone. You know what I mean? And mainly I was talking about beings but my thing is if you get us to battle against Nas and all this shit, right? Then you're gonna make up with them, right? So I'm like, I mean, what is that about? You act like you don't know. You ever see beings at them brunches? You know what I mean? So I mean, I think so. But you gotta remember, Jay-Z is an icon. He's like Michael Jackson, the rap.
Right.
He's still my second favorite rapper, even after stealing people's shit. Because I know even without stealing people's shit, he still be hot. But he will steal your shit. You know what I mean? So like, when I be saying this shit, I don't know why people get so caught up in their feelings where they ain't got no slack in the game. Go from them. They ain't had nothing to do with it. They ain't do shit but stay home and go work in that Wawa somewhere. You know what I mean? Got all this shit to say. Like, go get in the game. I mean, I can say that shit because I was in the game. You know what I mean? If it's stealing your songs and they become a hit and they don't give you nothing, you feel like they owe you. What's wrong with you saying that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you saved my life because I'm going down there. But at the same time, when you saved my life, it wasn't for free because you saw what I had to offer. I mean, obviously, if you rap when somebody sign you on the spot, bro, you should have to spit some immaculate shit. You know what I mean? I ain't get signed by Dame Dash. I rap for Jay-Z, face to face. You know what I mean? So my thing is this: when I say he owe me, it's not like a thing where I don't like him because he owed me. And it ain't like I feel like some way because he owed me. I feel like he owed me, but it's not a reason why I don't respect him. I mean, I don't got nothing to do with none of that. Like, I mean, it's just that my thing is this, you don't got to do something to me for me to see what kind of person you are. I can just see what you do to people. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, so like, even look at Calvin Klein. How he did him. How he did. I mean, so your kids, like, if you do, like, so I look at it like, man, like, I looked up to, mind you, gotta remember, I looked up to Jay-Z like crazy, bro. Like, you understand? You understand? It's not I looked up to him whereas though I had an image of him in my head, like he was 100% everything that I wanted to be. You know what I mean? But as you get older, you start having your own set of morals and how you believe and how you think. You stop respecting certain people. It ain't got no. It's just how you believe, what you think. It's like certain white people would never respect a black person because this is how they think. They don't mean if they right or wrong. It's just how you feel. So a person don't gotta agree with me. I don't agree with me or not. You know what I mean? How was not big ass. Everybody in Marcy should be straight. Period. But anybody you know that you feel like you got a Jazzo should have been super straight. So Meek, it's like Jay-Z and Jazzo's like me and Meek type shit almost. Like Jay-Z named after, right? How he not rich? Like what you from the rip? But he said in the song, I jumped off Jazz back, stood on my own too. Like that's that. I don't think like that. You do something for me, man. I'm gonna do something back for you, man. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine somebody doing something for me. If somebody do something for you, you don't feel like you gotta do nothing back for them. You're a girl. You're like a female. But I mean, girls can do that because they got to do certain things men can't do. A girl can take money from you because they got. When a man take money from you and don't give you nothing, I'm like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing back for me. I did this shit for you. Like, what's that about? So I mean, maybe they see themselves as girls or something. I don't know. I mean, but Jay-Z, like, he real sneaky and real like. See, but this is what Jay-Z know how to do. He know how to not say nothing and make you look crazy because like he's not gonna say nothing. So you give you a chance to assume, man, it's the other person crazy and lying. Like, I mean, so but see me, I don't worry about the image. He got to worry about the image. I don't give about worrying about no image. I mean, whatever you think about me, I don't care. Like, I really, honestly don't care. Like, I mean, I care about certain people, care how they look at me. Like, certain people I might respect, but the internet world is fake to me. That shit is fake. I mean, these people on the internet days, if you got enough time to type on something about me, that mean you watch what I'm doing. I mean, what are you doing with yourself? You watching me, and I'm getting paid for you watching me. Thank you. So you got a right to say whatever you want to say, but that shit ain't real. I mean, it's not real. I mean, because you got to remember, back in the day, on my time, you had to go outside to get a girl. You had to go outside. They don't go outside to do nothing. They just type on the joint and talk shit. I mean, like, you can't let it affect you because, I mean, even look at the show Catfish. Shit like that didn't exist when I was young. Like, it's not a thing that could even happen. Like, so like this world right now is not made for me because we don't understand it. I mean, everything that's right is wrong now. Everything that's right is wrong.
You had a record, No, 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 right? That you wanted to get Jay-Z on?
Yeah, but he said he was going, he told me he was going to get on it. He asked me about getting on it. But he must have sat there and thought about it and said, man, I'm not getting on that shit, man. I get big. And like, I mean, you got to think about State Property CDs. Not only was he not on no song, like, he had put out a CD at the same time as ours John come out. Mind you, Sparks had a song, right? Trying to get Jay-Z to clear the hook. Jay-Z voice was on the hook. He wouldn't clear it. But he cleared Cassidy John.
What was his excuse?
He don't got to give you no excuse. The fact that you ain't do it, I don't even need an excuse. You ain't do it. You mean? I seen PD crack a car. He say no. Mind you, you are the president of Def Jam. It's not going to come out your pocket. I mean, and you got a 600 Mercedes Benz missing that you didn't even know was missing. Robberies in it, had a spree of robberies. But you told your young boy no, he can't get a squatter. And I gave PD a car. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at, so I started looking at you like, how you saying we family and we this and that, and you the president of Def Jam, you can't even, all you gotta do is clear it. It ain't coming out your pocket. You just clear it. It ain't even, so you just don't want him to drive. That's how I took it. You know what I mean? So people are like, oh, you too judgmental and all that shit. No, I'm not judgmental. Just like, I see somebody doing something, I don't want to be part of it. That's all. I mean, it ain't no thing. Like, it ain't like, I don't base my life on it. It's just, that's just what it is. You know before you say, I gotta see this. Orlando, whatever his last name is.
Orlando Brown?
That's the funniest effort of all time on anything. Yo, the talk show TV, he needs something. It's crazy. Yo, right there, boy.
He be exposed. He be exposing.
Huh?
He be exposed.
Usher is a gusher. I feel like Usher get picked on too much. I like Usher, but I like, why he call Usher a gusher? Like, that shit the funniest. I think that's the funniest shit ever. Like, he don't care. Yo, he said 50 Cent is Puff Daddy's baby mom. yo, he need to be on everybody. I'd rather him be on that saying it than Charleston White. He's just crazy. He say something, you don't even take it personal. Because you don't even really know if he really smart enough to know better or not. Charleston White know better. He's smart enough he know better.
Did Jay-Z ever give y'all masters and pub back?
No. Nope. Universal got that shit like, but you know what? So this is what I do. I dispute everything. So all the money is, and any song I'm on is just held up. We both don't get it then. That's all. I don't get it, you don't get it either, bro. Because once you dispute it, nobody can get the money. It just be sitting there. I mean, so like, do you want to make up and do something different or split it up or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, see, my thing is not to get mad, you gotta get smart. That's what I learned when I was young. I used to get mad. You gotta get smart.
Why do you dispute it?
Because I'm saying I'm claiming rights to it. So until we come to agreement, the money gets held in escrow. Like, you can't get it. I mean, but even if you go to SoundScan and any of that stuff, like, you know, when it get played on the radio and all that, like, it's different ways to get money off your music. I mean, you got to dispute it. I mean, and of course, I'm pretty sure some of it go through to them, whatever. But like, why wouldn't you want your young boys to have their music? Like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. Like, when you got $1 billion, you got power. Anybody put them in position to do, even if it's just to get a job. When you don't do it, it's because you don't want to. You don't want to see them eat. I mean, that man, not only you don't care about them, you don't even care about their kids neither. I mean, that's how, I mean, my thing is this: if I got it, man, listen, like it's no, especially if I got it, and it don't hurt me to do whatever I'm gonna do for my even white or black, it don't matter. If I know you, you in the situation, I'm gonna help out, bro.
I bet it's a lot of money sitting in that account.
But you know what's crazy though? I'm gonna get money no matter what, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, money easy to get. I mean, it might be seem hard sometimes, but when you start thinking different, get on your grind, money easy to get. And plus, money don't mean shit. All money do is make you be able to pay some things. Whatever issues and problems you got, it's gonna still be there. Sometimes money magnify your problems.
It does.
It make you have more problems than you had before.
More money, more problems.
Yeah, I'm saying so. But a person that's poor would never understand that. They be like, man, whatever. I mean, but I'm the type not gonna do anything for money. I mean, I'm not doing anything for money. I mean, but certain shit like talk shit about you on the internet that's true. I'll do that for money. I mean, because I mean, what's wrong with you telling the truth? Now, I won't sit out here and lie about somebody for some money. I mean, because I believe all that shit come back to you, man. I mean, all that shit come back to you, bro. Like, look at Meek. Meek thought he was untouchable. I mean, now all these people talking shit about you, but of course, Meek go through shit all the time and always come back. That's what I admire about him. He always, no matter what somebody try to do, he always come back. You know what I mean? So like, but and I think he won't come back from this. But if anything on him Puffy and none of that shit come out to be true, it's gonna be like it'll be over. It'll be over. But I don't never would think that's true. I don't want to believe that none of that's true. But if like they go to Puffy house and they go to the computer and they take the shit out and send it, oh my, that'd be a drink was though like only people that love him.
Did you watch the Steve Stout interview?
The who interview?
Steve Stout with Shannon Sharp about Dame Dash.
Not all of it, but I mean, I just remember. I remember when Boy was telling. I mean, so I don't really listen to what nothing he was talking about. I mean, he was telling. Like, I mean, even though see a lot of society don't care about nobody ratting because they're not from the streets. So I understand that. But like when I know you are ratting, you told them I don't really want to hear nothing you talk about. Yeah, I mean, like I don't want to hear that shit. So I mean, plus you talking about my man, like so I'm biased. You know what I mean? So like I don't look at. I mean, I look at. Like, I don't even have no opinion about him. I just don't. I wouldn't. It's not something that would interest me. I mean, so I never say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're a lot closer to Dame Dash than Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, and it's only because of what kind of person he is. That's it. You know what I mean? I think most people. This what it seems like to me. The people that had the most success are people that's the most evil. That's just what it seemed like to me. You know why they do anything to get it? I mean, so like a lot of people that be good people, they're nobodies. Like they be like just insignificant to society. But they be the best people. Sometimes a bum would be the best person you ever met. I mean, because people that if you got $1 billion, that means you really you can't get $1 billion doing honest, good things. Period. Unless you're born, but then get inherited. But like, it's no way from the streets gonna get $1 billion unless you had to cut some dick, you had to do some shit, man. Like I mean, that's questionable. I mean. Whereas though another person might have said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that," because sometimes you got to destroy somebody to big yourself up. I mean, some people not built for like to do this stuff like that. You know what I mean, and that's just real talk. You know what I mean, and mind you, I always tell people this, just because it's my opinion. If I got proved wrong, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wrong about that. I mean, but this is how I feel. You know what I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who blame Dame Dash for the demise of the whole Rockefeller Records situation.
I mean, but I never heard nobody talk about how Dame put Kevin Hart on. How Jay-Z was so adamant about him not signing Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? So adamant about him, and all of a sudden, Kanye West even said it like that. I feel bad. I had to pick Jay-Z over Dame, and Dame the one that put me on. You know what I mean? Dame put a lot. You gotta think about Dame movies. How many people he put in the movies? Like, no, I mean, so many people. I mean, because without Dame, I don't know if it'd be a Kevin Hart. I mean, because that's he put him in the first 2, 3 movies. Without Dame, Kevin Hart I never really heard Kevin Hart really give him like the proper shout out like he should have. You know what I mean? But look at the boy made Empire. Without Dame Dash, is no help. What's the boy name? The director boy who made Empire, Impressions and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always hear the bad stuff about him. You know why you hear bad stuff about Dame? Because Jay-Z is his nemesis, and he got more fans than Dame. So whoever the most famous, the other person's hating. That's how society is. So I mean, it doesn't matter what you done and all that. I mean, it's just If you the one person that's winning,
Yeah,
everybody else is bitter and mad and this and that and the third. I mean, so. But I mean, you gotta expect it because sometimes that's the truth. Sometimes, but it's not always the case.
But man, this video is interesting, man. Oskino goes in on Jay-Z. He said that Jay-Z robbed his songs and he tried to take all of the credit for what is going on. So understand that Dame Dash was a firm foundation for the building of Rockefeller, and that was crumbled. And Jay-Z was trying to get all of the credit, but Dame Dash is the real genius. He is the one that put Jay-Z in the position that he's in now. That's why Jay-Z started his own company, Roc Nation. He learned everything from Dame. Dame is a businessman. This ninja know everything about the business and about the industry. But Jay-Z been doing a lot of stuff for so long. There are a lot of allegations coming out about Jay-Z sexual assaulting a 13-year-old female, Ian Diddy, in the 2000s at the VMA after parties. So you got to realize that this type of stuff been going on for so long. They're controlling a pedophile ring. A lot of these freaky celebrities are involved in going to Epstein Island, everything what is coming out. They're involved in this shit, man. Diddy is not the only one getting freaky. Everybody getting freaky, man. But Diddy is just the freak that got caught. But Dame Dash been saying this for so long, and a lot of people were saying that he's crazy, he's going broke, he's this, he's that. Nothing is wrong with Dame. So Oskino been talking for so long and been vocal about Jay-Z, saying that Jay-Z is doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. That is the only reason why Jay-Z is a billionaire. He's not doing nothing good to achieve in life. Man, that is just crazy to me, man. But what I gotta say about this situation, a lot of people are saying that the jig is up. Jay-Z is gonna be next. He's trying to change the narrative. He came out with a freestyle the other day, talking shit. Man, that shit was whack. I give that a 0 out of 10. That is the worst freestyle I ever heard. And you'll be calling everybody name. You're the one that's saying that rap battle is not good for the culture, and you're coming out dissing people and dissing kids in the freestyle? Man, this ninja on some wild timing. So understand that Jay-Z will do anything to control the narrative, what is going on. Because a lot of people are saying that the jig is up, it's over for the Jigga Man, he's gonna be next because his buddy is in jail. So I don't know what is gonna happen. But they're saying since Diddy went to jail, Jay-Z is out here snitching, telling them all of the business and everything what is going on. A lot of people been saying that Jay-Z is an informant because is the co-founder of Roc Nation, Desiree Perez. She's the feds. She worked for the feds, man. She been snitching for so long. And they said that Jay-Z is doing the same thing. That's why he got the NFL, the Super Bowl, all of those deals. He been snitching so long. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. Have a blessed day.
Whether Jay-Z knows it or not, he's a puppet. The old money ruling class types see him as a means to sap all radical sentiment from a group of people who would otherwise be pushing for revolution. And to be honest, we been knew this. But it just got confirmed in an email from the files where the CEO of Barclays stated, and I quote, "The group that should be in the streets has been bought off by Jay-Z." It is crazy satisfying to have the confirmation that the ruling class is talking about you like that. They in them emails sounded like some super villains. But the Jay-Z thing, it comes as no surprise because he has been a sellout capitalist since he stepped over Colin Kaepernick kneeling to do a deal with the NFL. He had also invested in ankle monitors, so the prison industrial complex. So he's been showed us who he was. But I'm not gonna lie, this confirmation has made me reevaluate his entire music career. Like, how long has he been a puppet? During the Cold War, the CIA funded the abstract expressionism art movement because it promoted this anti-authoritarian individualist culture that was needed to combat this global rise of socialism from affecting America. It was a psyop with an attempt to link the art to American values. That has been every Jay-Z and Beyonce album since he started wearing a suit. black excellence, respectability, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, all which boil down to black capitalism, a ploy by Richard Nixon himself. Was Jay-Z the original industry plant? Were they artificially inflating his music, his numbers, his career for their own agenda? These are genuine questions. Another good one, why Jay-Z? And if I have to get conspiratorial, there was a point in time where he said he was moving kilos. It's completely possible he got caught and turned informant. I don't know if it's that deep. But honestly, it doesn't matter either way. The ruling classes in them emails kikiing about our complacency because of this man. He is either an agent or washed.